Hidden inside this massive facility is the full creation journey of Beast-style chocolate, from raw cocoa to the final bar. Each day begins long before sunrise, as trucks arrive carrying the essential ingredient that starts everything: cocoa. When the transport gates open, the factory receives thousands of kilos of raw cocoa beans ready for inspection. The factory manager verifies every shipment, ensuring quality, weight, and freshness meet Beast-style standards.
Pallets are transferred with precision, preventing damage to the beans before processing begins.
Some bags are shifted by hand, allowing workers to feel the texture and moisture level of the beans.
And now he invites us on a full behind-the-scenes walkthrough of how Beast-style chocolate is created.
The journey begins the moment these bags cross into the heart of the factory.
Inside, each department is organized with exact precision, guiding the beans through a carefully designed transformation. Our next stop takes us to where every cocoa bean is sorted, cleaned, and prepared for the roasting stage.
Every chocolate bar begins here, at the receiving docks, where shipments of carefully selected cocoa arrive from trusted farms.
Each sack is manually inspected before it even enters the building, ensuring the beans meet strict freshness standards.
The journey continues inside, where the beans move through an automated transport lane designed for gentle handling.
Before roasting begins, samples from each batch are collected for deeper examination.
Only beans with the right color, aroma, and moisture levels are approved for the next stage.
Moisture content is measured precisely, preventing mold and preserving natural flavor.
Advanced scanners check the beans for defects that the human eye might miss.
Sorting machines then separate the premium beans from anything that fails inspection.
The selected beans begin their descent into the heart of the factory's production line.
A factory supervisor monitors every batch, ensuring the flow remains consistent and contamination-free.
Once approved, the beans are transported through sealed tubes to maintain purity.
And now, the real transformation begins: roasting, where raw cocoa turns into the base of every chocolate bar. The approved cocoa beans now enter the roasting chamber, where heat begins unlocking their true chocolate flavor. Each batch is carefully loaded into rotating drums, designed to heat the beans evenly. As they spin, the beans lose moisture, deepen in color, and develop a richer aroma.
The temperature is monitored constantly. Too high ruins the flavor. Too low slows the process.
Once roasted, the beans are released onto cooling trays to stabilize their flavor.
As they cool, workers spread them evenly to avoid hot spots that can affect the final taste.
Next, the beans move into the cracking section, where their brittle shells are removed. The rollers gently crack each bean, exposing the cocoa nib inside, the heart of chocolate.
Air pressure is used to remove the lighter shells, ensuring the nibs remain clean and consistent.
Now the nibs travel through sealed tubes to the next phase, grinding.
In this room, nibs will be crushed into a silky cocoa paste, forming the base of every chocolate bar. The cleaned cocoa nibs enter the grinding room, where their transformation into smooth chocolate begins.
As they flow into the grinder, the nibs are crushed under immense pressure.
The first pass breaks them down into a coarse paste called cocoa liquor.
Technicians monitor texture continuously to maintain perfect smoothness. Next, the liquor passes through finer rollers, reducing particle size even further. The factory ensures particles are ground to just a few microns, essential for silky chocolate. Small adjustments in roller pressure can dramatically influence the final mouthfeel. Now the chocolate enters the conche, where flavor and texture reach their peak.
For hours, the chocolate is mixed, aerated, and heated to remove harsh flavors.
This process releases bitterness and brings out a smoother, deeper aroma. Carefully controlled heat ensures every batch reaches the perfect balance of richness and smoothness.
After conching, the chocolate is moved into the tempering room, where precision becomes everything.
Here, the chocolate is heated, cooled, and reheated to form stable crystals.
Technicians follow a strict temperature curve to ensure perfect snap and shine.
As the chocolate cools, its texture changes, becoming smooth and glossy.
Fine.
Each mold is filled with the exact amount needed for a consistent bar.
The surface settles into a perfect, flat finish. The molds now enter a cooling tunnel that gradually sets the chocolate.
Cold air circulates around the molds, allowing the chocolate to solidify evenly.
When the cooling is complete, a gentle flex releases each glossy chocolate bar from its mold with a clean, satisfying snap. With the bars cooled and inspected, they now enter the packaging zone, where every wrapper is sealed with accuracy, consistency, and care.
Each bar is sorted and aligned to ensure flawless presentation during wrapping. Workers inspect edges and surfaces, removing any bar that doesn't meet visual standards. In a single movement, the machine folds the wrapper around the chocolate with pinpoint accuracy. Each fold is engineered to be sharp, clean, and perfectly aligned. A controlled heat seal locks the wrapper in place without damaging the chocolate inside. Fully wrapped in the signature B-style chocolate design, each bar now moves toward final inspection to ensure perfect quality.
Each B-style chocolate bar gets a careful final inspection to ensure every wrapper, seal, and surface meets the factory's quality standards.
The boxing line begins with simple craft cartons, folded and prepared by hand before moving toward the filling section. Workers pack each B-style chocolate bar carefully into cartons, making sure every order is complete and protected.
Each box is checked by weight and sealed securely to ensure the bars remain fresh and intact during transport.
Labels are printed and applied by hand, ensuring every carton is traceable by batch and ready for distribution. Once boxed, each order is stacked onto pallets, forming neat layers ready for wrapping and transport. The pallet is then wrapped tightly to protect the chocolate from moisture, dust, and shifting during shipping.
From here, the pallet moves to the loading bay, where it's prepared for outgoing shipments.
The final pallet is loaded into the truck, joining fresh shipments headed to retailers and distribution centers. And just like that, another batch of B-style chocolate begins its journey from factory to consumer.
And that's the journey inside the B-style chocolate factory, from raw cocoa to the finished bar.